Thomas Crooks was a high school student when he appeared in an ad for an investment company. We found this video on his high school Facebook page explaining computer coding to another student.
The signal is decreasing.
Crooks' high school years were troubled. He was rejected by the school rifle team. Crooks' aim was comically bad, according to one report.
He was in the same homeroom as me.
Former classmate Sarah D'Angelo says Crooks studied the assassination of President Kennedy in honors American history class.
You kind of had to make your own conspiracy theory about where the shooter was and, like how you thought it was done.
He was also bullied at school and sat by himself, friendless, in the cafeteria at lunch.
Based on the way he dressed, I mean, you know how kids are nowadays. If you don't fit in with the clique, they're going to come after you. And that's kind of like how he was. Like, he would sit by himself, play games on his computer.
Stop. This video shows Crooks goofing around with other students. Kohler says Crooks wore an anti-COVID mask long after they were required.
Thomas Crooks.
This is Crooks' 2022 high school graduation. He graduated community college in May with an associate's degree in engineering science. He found work as a dietary aide at a nursing home after passing a background check. You could see behind me this cop car and this crime scene tape, which is blocked off the neighborhood where the shooter lived with his family. Neighbors tell us the family kept to themselves.
All I have heard is that they were a very reclusive family and they didn't really talk to people, so people that live around him don't really know them.
The motive for firing at Trump remains a mystery. Crooks was a registered Republican, but donated $15 to a progressive group. When 20-year-old Crooks was taken down by a Secret Service sniper, he wore a T-shirt from Demolition Ranch, a YouTube channel that features firearms. The FBI are now scouring Crooks' phone for clues to a motive. This is his voicemail message.
Hello, this is Thomas Crooks.
Is not available.
The search for insights into the mind of the would-be assassin is just beginning.
Upravo vidite snajperiste tajne službe koji je ubio potencijalnog ubicu, ali očito hicem prekasno. U trenucima koji su prethodili smrtonosnoj pucnjavi, možete vidjeti dva snajperista kako traže prijetnje na svojim položajima, na krovu iza bivšeg predsjednika Trumpa. Čini se da su njihove puške velike snage uperene u smjeru položaja napadača na susjednoj zgradi koja gleda skup. U roku nekoliko sekundi nastupio je haos. Zaprepašten, u trenutku pucnjave njegovo lice napušta cijenik. Ubrzo se pribrao i uklanja potencijalnog ubicu. Sigurnosne službe su trebale istražiti i postaviti osiguranja u svim područjima gdje je bilo moguće potencijalne prijetnje unaprijed. Činjenica je da se netko uspio kriomice dohvatiti 200 yardi ili 182 metra sa puškom na izloženom krovu, a da ga vide drugi ljudi, tamo gdje su trebale biti kamere, sigurnosne službe, dronovi i mnoge stvari na mjestu da paze da se nešto ne dogodi.
Officer, we have people that had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farm and Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up. And probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking, I'm estimating here, I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle, absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2-3 minutes, Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling
Yep.
police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
Binoculars.
him? Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place. Had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly
The
shocking.
guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure.
Do you know
No,
what
I
it
mean,
was?
it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it.
No,
but
sure. But a high velocity
It was a
weapon.
rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
Were you outside the security perimeter?
Yes, right there by that tree.
Yeah.
We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not on every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions I think that are going to come.
There's a whole
after
bunch
this,
of
isn't there?
questions.